In this video, I built a house in 1 minute, 10 minutes, and 1 hour. Each house getting more and more complicated as I get more time to build them. Real quick before we get into it, if you're interested, you can support me on Patreon down below. I also have a Discord where we talk about, Minecraft stuff and, these kind of build videos. So yeah, I'd really appreciate joining. Let's get right into the builds. Get started with the 1 minute house here. Really difficult. There's not really anything you could really do in a minute. I start with a really simple, shape of the house here. Just a wooden rectangle. Get the walls filled in. Try to film as fast as I can because this is most of the time taken up by just getting the shape of the house done. I line the roof with stairs just to try to add a little bit of shape to it, but it really doesn't do anything. I fill in the roof, some stairs around the back, get a quick door in the front. I get a quick window, basically the fundamentals of a house, in my opinion, for it to count as a house. Get a bed inside, quick bookshelf. Pretty much the whole extent of the interior I get done here is a carpet, a bookshelf, a bed, and a floor. Fill everything in. Really running low on time here. I got a lantern. And yeah, that's basically all I managed to do within the 1 minute. Really simple house. Just need more time to get some shape and everything. Quick tour of it here. I just really don't get time to do much. Definitely need more time for a foundation, kind of shape and plan. Getting right into the 10-minute house here. Main thing I notice is different is I get a way more interesting kind of palette of blocks because I have a bit more time to think about it. More time to think about what I'm doing. Get a cobblestone foundation. Kind of get an actual frame in, which is another thing I didn't have time to do with the last one. Get the roof going. Just kind of meet it up in a point in the middle here. I actually have time to make mistakes with this one. I actually make it the wrong distance across so it wouldn't meet in an odd point. So I just get the frame of the roof in. Just, use stone bricks. I keep it pretty simple because 10 minutes, although, it's a lot more than 1 minute, it's just still not enough time to get an actual plan for a house. Just filling in the roof. I don't use world edit for this challenge, of course, because I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of it. It's just against the spirit of the challenge. Just filling in the roof with stone bricks. Kind of thinking as I'm doing this, what do I want to do with the rest of the house? Because there's still an interior which I'd like to do more with than this one, and there's gotta put windows in, gotta do all that kind of stuff. So I finally finished filling it in, clean up some things here, try to make it look a bit better. I get this window in the front, which I think kind of helps it. It just looks a lot better with this. I think it fills the space up. It makes it seem a bit more complete. I get some flower pots in for the windows. It's pretty simple stuff here. Glass panes, trapdoors, stuff I just had no time to do in the last one, like a path, which I think really kind of helps it. Get a door in. Start getting some actual details going. Some lanterns. Hang some flower pots up as well. Again, just very simple stuff that I just didn't have time to do with the last build. I was kind of starting to worry about time here because, running really low at this point. I still had a whole interior I'd like to get done. It's better for the outside. Head inside, I have to keep it really simple because, again, running low on time, it's kind of a weird space. Get a quick dining area, really quick kitchen. Put the ceiling on it, just pretend there's an attic above this. Get a whole kitchen, some paintings. It's all I have time for. It's definitely a step up from the 1 minute house, but ideally I'd have some more time to have a proper interior, maybe some texture on the roof. But I do think I did a pretty good job for the time I had on this. Heading over to the 1 hour house now. This is when you're gonna start seeing real improvements, an actual good house. Immediate difference here is that I have time to kind of think and plan out what I want to do with it. So I get a foundation in, knowing that I have time to make it a taller house, kind of more significant. I fill the foundation in, just some stone bricks. I do have a block palette in my head at this point, but I'm not really sure if I have enough time to build what I want to build. Because 1 hour might seem like a lot of time to build a house, but I know from my last series that some of my houses do take over an hour. So bit worried. Get the front roof section in. I decided to have this one roof section in the front and then a whole extra floor on the whole back of the house, and then I'll have the roof on top of that floor. just for some like height variation, I go for red. I know that like a big problem with this like challenge is that I don't let myself use world edit, because normally I could fill this in very fast with just like, you know, 2 commands, 3 commands, and it's done. But with this, I have to manually fill in every block, which is just a huge time sink. Just really takes up a lot of the time for the challenge. So filling in the whole roof, I go for red wool. I'm gonna come back and texture in a bit. I get these 2 like windows, kind of like things up here, like extra roofs. Just getting like the shape of it in, some red wool going down. Fill in the back of the house as well here. Just a lot of blocks to fill by hand, really, in like such a short space of time. Carry these roofs back, fill everything in. I'm liking the shape of the house and everything. I'm just, you know, again, worried about the time I have for it. But I definitely do have a lot more time to just think about stuff, make sure I'm doing what I want to do, get some like more fine details in, which is very obvious here because I do, you know, gradients and texturing on that white wool section in the front. Fill in all these blocks here. Again, a lot of blocks to fill in. I'm liking the general shape of the house so far. I think it looks pretty unique. It's kind of like significant looking. Texture some of the oak, just with some stripped oak wood. Keep it pretty simple. I don't do like too much. I don't do too much with it. Start texturing the roof. This is again another like pretty big time sink. A lot of red concrete powder. But I figure I have the time. I think it makes a pretty big difference, in my opinion at least. So I decided it's worth it. Just filling everything in. Make sure I get all the surfaces here. Go around, add a lot of trapdoors and stairs. Another really time-consuming thing, but I figure I have time for it. It makes a big difference in my opinion. It kind of adds just a bit of like a curve to the shape of the house. I think it makes the shape more interesting, and I really think it adds a lot to it. Figuring out where I want to put the windows here, which is why I kind of removed that section in the back. Just clean up a bunch of stuff here that I normally wouldn't have time for if I, you know, if it was a 10-minute house or if I had less time. Kind of thinking where I want the doors to be, getting in all the windows here. It's just a very like large house. There's a lot of like surface area to cover and to detail. Getting some flower pots in, getting some grass. Just stuff in general. I want a lot of flowers on it. I want to kind of fill the space up, add a lot of color. I got like this big door at the bottom. I got a path going. Some lanterns. Decided to do a bit more landscaping than I got to do in the other house. So I get some bushes around, I get some grass, I get some ferns, just to kind of help blend it into the landscape a bit. Decided to go for a porch here. I wasn't sure if I was going to get time to do this or not, but I figured I'd just go for it. Pretty simple. I don't like cover it or anything, just pretty simple porch. I get some chairs, some tables. Hang some flower pots and lanterns, just really try to detail the outside here. At this point, I'm getting a little concerned with the time I have left because I'm pretty happy with the outside, but this is a very tall house, so it's like 4 whole stories that I have to do. So I'm just kind of thinking of how I'm going to fill the space as I'm putting these like lanterns and flowers up. I really like the way this house came out though, on the outside at least. It's looking really good. A lot of like details, a lot of flowers, a lot of lanterns and stuff. Yeah, that's it for the outside. Heading inside. Really try to do this as quick as I can. I get like a deep slate floor in. Simple, really simple welcome area. Some bookshelves, fill the space up. Some scaffolding. I figure the basement is kind of gonna be like a workshop area. Nothing like too crazy in like the detail kind of space here. Go like, you know, some chests, some scaffolding for storage. Quick like smeltery fireplace kind of thing. A couple like industrial lights. Kind of try to just make it like a work area. A couple paintings. Quick like a rug before getting into the upstairs. Up to the next floor. Got like this dining area over here by this like door for the porch. A couple bookshelves. I get a really quick kitchen in. some shelves where I put candles, some lanterns, flower pots, just kind of fill the space up. I have a lot more time to make a more interesting and like well thought out interior than I did for the other like 10-minute house, but I am still running low on time, so make it kind of quick. Don't quite get to detail as much as I'd like because I know I have like another floor or two left to do. Head up to this floor. Decide to kind of make this like one section here, kind of like close it off a bit. Get like a bedroom. Get like a large bed. A lot of bookshelves, fill the space up. Again, pretty simple stuff. Some paintings, candles, lanterns. Just really trying to figure out how to fill this space easily and quickly. Got like a TV over here. A couple tables. Some plants, some more paintings. Over on the left side, got like a reading area. Got like a lectern. Kind of like carpeting. Just really fill the space up. Armor stands, flower pots, lanterns. Fills up pretty well. Really running out of time at this point though. So I rush. I get this like top section. I just decided to make like an attic. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. And yeah, it's really the 1 hour house done. Get a quick tour of it here. The main difference is just it's way bigger than the 10-minute house. It's a lot more detailed, a lot more well thought out, and it has like a proper interior. Pretty happy with the way this house came out. You know, get a quick walkthrough. Got like a proper interior. It's like actual spaces that are like thought out for certain things. Like the last one was just you walk in, it's a kitchen, and that's the whole thing. But you know, you have a couple floors, different purposes, different spaces. Kind of feel like the interior feels, you know, feels pretty good, flows pretty well. I didn't quite have time to do everything I wanted to do with it, but I think it came out, you know, more than good enough for this challenge. Quick bedroom at the top. And yeah, that's it for the 1 hour house, which is the final house of this challenge. If you guys like this video, you know, make sure to subscribe. I got a quick, like, you know, showing off the houses right now. As you can tell, they get a lot better as they go on with time. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. I'll make another one. Maybe some other challenges. You guys have ideas for it? Subscribe. Check out my Patreon. You know, join the Discord. You know, the usual. You know, I got a whole series on my channel if you want to watch it of just me building houses. I really appreciate the support that my channel's got recently. So yeah, if you're just finding my channel from this video, I really appreciate it. And consider sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next video.